All right, guys, so we had leg day today. So again, very similar workout we've had a whole bunch of times, which again is the notion of, there's this notion occasionally that you got to keep changing things up, you got to keep the body guessing, and people confuse that with the fact that progression is a form of change, but not all change is a form of progression. And so what we're doing is a lot of the same exercises, same movements, because again, I just think on paper it's a very complete leg day. And so the way that we're obviously changing our body is by progressing the workouts over time. And so basically all we're doing is the same movements. We go through a squat variation. We've been doing safety squats for a while. We do a hack squat, which the main difference is the load all the way to the top. So that's just a great place for output. If you guys don't have the hack squat, you don't want to set up the band, I would say the leg press is a great substitution there. And the very first thing we train is hamstrings. So we do seated leg curls, which is by far my favorite hamstring exercise. And then the end of the workout, we do lying leg curls again, and then we finish with prowler horribleness. And so again, just a little bit of an idea of what we're doing here as well too. If you guys don't follow it, most of my workouts now revolve around Terrence as much as possible, which again, the reality isn't largely different than what I want to be doing anyway. So it works out all right. But specific to Terrence, his legs really don't need to get any bigger. The only body part on his legs that we can still get a little bit bigger, I think, is probably hamstrings. And it's not because they're small, it's just because we just want nasty, huge, hanging hamstrings that just look ridiculous in every pose. And again, if you look at his physique the past few years, hamstrings have clearly gotten bigger and caught up a whole lot to his big ass quads. Terrence has always had big ass quads. So really, if you look at what we're doing and prioritizing here, we basically do 2 exercises for quads, 2 exercises for hams. And most of the time we just keep Terrence, now honestly I want to keep him at a similar weight for most of his squats. Keep even the rep range kind of similar. Maybe we'll push him up on the hack just a little bit. But we're really pushing the volume and pushing the progression on hamstrings. So most days we do 1 working set of free weight squats, 1 working set of hack, and then normally we do 2 to 3 working sets of seated leg curls, and then 2 to 3 working sets on lying leg curls. And those are the places we'll add in some intensifiers and stuff as well too. So nothing, we just a little bit more. People always get caught up, should I do drop sets? Should I do rest pause sets? Should we do stretches and static hold? So today we just did a different one where we did 3 working sets and then finished with a horrible static hold. And again, what's the point of that? Any intensifier is just more, so we want more effective volume. So holding that in 30 seconds at the end of the set is a lot of mechanical tension still. Relax the hams. Come on, keep going, 10 seconds through, come on. Nice smooth breathing, keep tension on, halfway, come on, 15 seconds. Good, come on, 10. Almost there, man, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, escape. Will I guarantee that it's going to put on 1 billion pounds of muscle? I don't know, but it's more and it's painful and it's fun. So that's where some of the, we want to have a reason for some of the stuff we're doing, but at the same time it's just having trained for 1 billion years. And obviously once you get to the point where Terrence is at too and has a feel and awareness of his body, you can make decisions off of what you actually feel perception-wise in the workout. You know that some hard stuff is going to translate to positive changes in your physique. So that was the workout. More of a quad dominant squat second after we smashed the lying leg curls. Superset of the hacks seated leg curl first, then supersetted hacks with lying leg curl, and then we finish with the prowler. So again, the whole other goal with Terrence, I should say, is, again, the one thing we're trying to really bring up a little bit is hams, and the other goal is to not injure anything. So again, I think I love the prowler for the fact that it's horrible, it's painful, but it's one of my favorite things for like metabolic or pump work, because it's pretty much one of the safest things you can possibly do, because you're staying right within a range of motion, you have control. There's no eccentric, so it's all concentric stuff, which again for metabolic and pump work is horrible. If anyone's ever done the prowler and you wonder why it's so bad, it's because it's only doing reps that have a lot of metabolic byproducts. So it produces so much lactic acid in a short period of time, so much byproduct of contraction in a short period of time. That's just all around awesome. And things that don't have eccentrics as well too, they're good for recovery. So it's one of the things too, whenever I have people do that, myself included, after a session, it's really horrible when you're doing it. Like you feel like you're going to die and it's too much. But actually, when comparing not doing it, generally you'll have better recovery. So you'll be sore for shorter periods of time and feel like you're ready to go faster.
Yeah, let go. Alright, Terrence, come on now. Roll that bottom, buddy.
Go, 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 go. Come on again. Up. Finish. I got you. Finish. There you go. Here.
Good stuff, Joey. Good stuff. Finish. Ah, boy.
Come on now. Hard. Again, speed rep now. Come on. Hard. Let's go one, Terrence. Control. Go. Finish. I got you.
Get in there, man. Yep. Fight for it, Joe. Come on, buddy. Nice.
So again, without kind of patting myself on the back, it's a well-structured day. It's just we don't change it up a whole lot because we train the hams through full range of motion. We train their quads pretty much through full range of motion, and we just have a great metabolic option. The only thing we'll sub sometimes at the end is lunge variations instead of the prowler. And I love lunges, but I honestly think just the trade-off of prowlers in some ways harder, and it's a little bit safer. So that's why if we tend to do that one a little bit more now, that's the main reason. And so we're now, where do we, 19 weeks out almost now? Saturday's 19?
About, about
19 weeks out, from the Olympia. So again, just fitting in what we really want for legs from Terrence is we will make his hamstrings a little bit bigger, here on in for the next few weeks until the Olympia. And then the goal really honestly with the quads is just, some of it again, it's people say it, but it's accurate, is if he just keeps training them well, and we don't really want to get them huge, they're just going to get that whole muscle maturity thing going on too, where you will continually have a better look of muscles that you're training properly, even if they're not necessarily getting drastically bigger. So, Terrence, anything you want to add to that?
No, great leg day. I'm surprised. Seeing some pretty good increases in load on the hamstring and stuff. I was really surprised on that lion leg curl. So no, everything's going well. So yeah, without a doubt, like since I'm progressing so well with hamstrings, I'm pretty excited to see how they look on stage, how it transfers over, and that's about it.
Sweet. So leg day, and the only other thing is that it was brutal and hard. That's half the reason. Even with someone like Terrence, if we're really not trying to bring up quads a whole lot, is I think everyone just kind of, you like to have hard sessions. So that's a reason to have kind of lower volume. I think it's an easy way to kind of maintain where we're at, still have that feeling of training really damn hard, but also having that component of balance, which we've talked about a whole bunch with Terrence and everybody. Is somebody would say just make your quads as huge as possible, which is cool. But in the reality is, Terrence's goal is to be the best bodybuilder, arguably on the planet, whatever class that he's in. And so we just want a perfect, balanced physique.
Sure.
We do want it bigger, but we want it bigger in a balanced manner. So that's the reason we're, and sometimes, again, Terrence does a good job, because I think Terrence is all professional within the sport, where there's a balance of some meatheads, myself included, sometimes have a hard time letting go of like favorite body parts. So when I was competing, I had a hard time ever scaling back on quads, because I have all shitty body parts except for that one. So it's like, I just want big ass quads. But luckily Terrence is pretty level-headed, in a good spot, and obviously has clarity of goals, where maybe if he ever retires from bodybuilding, he can just get giant quads just to see what the hell it looks like. But his main goal is obviously professionally to do as well as he can. So again, it's not always an easy thing to do, to detach from what's fun and what you might want to do, but to actually do the things that you need to do as well. So
for sure, I like all right,
that's it. Peace out.